Hey guys, this is Caitlin with Intrepid. I was going to give you guys a few things to do at home with your kiddo. So let's get started. This is Caroline. She's going to help me today. The first thing that we're going to start with is forward rolls. So we're just going to go over a few basics that mommies and daddies should know while teaching a forward roll. So Caroline's going to start right here for me. She's going to start with her feet together, stand up tall. We're going to go this way. All right, feet together, arms up tall. You're gonna start with a tight body position, so you wanna look for arms all the way by their ears, feet all the way glued together. They're gonna touch the ground. Look at their belly button. Forward roll. Keep their knees in, and then hands up, stand up. Perfect. So a couple of things you wanna try to avoid while doing forward rolls is you wanna make sure their hands are flat on the ground. So you wanna avoid their thumbs being stuck out. Make sure everything's flat. Also, you want to make sure they're looking all the way at their belly button so that the back of their neck touches the ground, not their head. So Caroline, can you show me one more time? All right, feet together, arms up tall. Perfect, awesome. Ready to go to cartwheels? All right, coolio. So this is just a little drill that I've put together to help them understand to jump and keep pressure into their arms. So we're building some arm strength in this. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put our hands, you can use a block, pillows, anything that's stable and a little higher than the ground just to press into. You can use, get creative here, painter's tape. You can use sidewalk chalk if you're outside doing this to make little circles on the ground, little spots to jump to. So the goal is to push into their hands, jumping both feet and moving their hands at the same time. So you want to try to keep their arms all the way straight. Caroline, you want to try? All right, cool. Hands down. Let's try to jump all the way to that circle. You can do it? Yeah, good job. Press into your arms, ready, go. So parents, if they need help doing this, you can always come behind them, bend their legs, ready, go, Caroline, and lift up through their hips. Let's do one more. Good job. Awesome work. Cool, cool. So let's move on to a little bit bigger cartwheel. Are you ready? So first important thing is to start in a lunge. So you want to put your feet together, arms up tall first to start. We're going to step forward with their favorite foot. When their favorite foot is in front, their knees should be bent, belly in tight, leaning forward just a little bit. So they're in this nice lunge position. You want to start like this in every handstand and cartwheel. So after that, she is going to put her hands down sideways. You want to make sure their fingertips are facing you. And then after that, you're gonna help by lifting their hips and their legs up and over, and then stand up tall. Perfect, awesome. So Caroline has a cartwheel, so she's gonna show you what one should look like. You wanna show me a good one? We're gonna work on landing on one foot at a time. So their favorite foot should start. When they hop over, their other foot should land in front. So they land with their not so favorite leg, right? Yeah. All right, so if you have a gymnast that's like Caroline and is having trouble landing on one foot at a time, you can always spot them by their hips. Make sure they land with one foot then the other. And you can, I'm gonna show you how to spot that. Ready? So we're gonna go cartwheel. So here you can kind of stop them, make sure they're in the right form, both hands facing me, and then you can guide their feet down. Perfect. Awesome job. Cool, cool. Alrighty, let's move on to some handstands. So the easiest way, especially for some mommy and me, some little toddlers, to teach a handstand is first just to get their strength in their arms. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with our feet together, hands down, and we're gonna jump 3 times, trying to keep our arms all the way straight. Are you ready? Feet together, hands down, jump 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. So you would spot just like I am, holding their hips, lifting their hips up. And the goal here is, Caroline, can you put your hands down one more time? The goal is to get their hips all the way over their shoulders like this so that they're pressing all the weight in their hands. And then you can even help them by pulling their feet up. Perfect. All right, so if your kiddo can do that already, let's move on to a partial handstand is what we call them, an L handstand. One leg is gonna kick up, the other leg is gonna stay down so that their legs are making an L. So ready, starting your lunge again? You think you can do it? All right, let's see it. Kicking up to their L, perfect. So we wanna make sure when our foot goes down, our hands come up, right? Let's try again. Ready, arms up, and go. Perfect. So our foot's gonna step close into our hands, okay? Ready, go. Yeah, and then arms up. Perfect, awesome job. Cool, can I see you try one more time? All right. Awesome, really good job. So working on getting our feet to our hands is a big thing so that we can help stand up. If your foot's all the way back here and our hands are here, it's really hard to stand up. So we wanna make sure they're closer, okay? Super good, alrighty. Let's move on to some balance beam stuff, okay? You ready? So if you have a beam at home, awesome. If not, totally okay. You can always, like I said, get creative here. You can get some painter's tape, put a tape line on the floor. You can always use, if you have wood floors, the wood planks, sidewalk chalk, all of this stuff. Really easy, right? All right, so some things that you can do at home is just practice your gymnast arms. So you can have them sit down, you can have them stand up, whichever. So a couple of quick arm movements. We're gonna go out to the side. So you wanna make sure their shoulders are relaxed, hands open pretty, chin up tall, and we can hold this for 1, 2, 3, and then we can go arms up tall. And this is called crown, right? Like you're holding a princess crown, hands always face in, never face out. And then we can go forward middle. So our elbows are bent just a little. We're trying not to touch our hands together all the way. Up in front of us, chin up tall. Perfect, and hands to your hips. Easy peasy. So those are some good arm movements for all of our littles, so you can drill them. We go side middle, out to the side. Let's see it, Caroline. Arms out to the side. Perfect. Crown, arms up. Forward middle, arms in front. Like you're holding a big beach ball, and then hands to your hips. Perfect. Awesome, so those are some arm movements we can work on. Some feet movements we can work on is we can always suggest having their hands to their hips if they're newer to holding these positions, because it's just a little easier. So we'll go hands on our hips. We're gonna put our favorite foot in front, just a little. We're gonna rise up to our highest tippy toes. This is called what, do you know? Releve. Our releve, so you're on your highest tippy toes, you're trying to make your ankles shoot forward. Perfect. And then, do you know what this one's called? Passe. Passe. So your toe wants to be all the way to your knee. And then, do you know what this one's called? Coupe. Coupe, yeah, to our ankle. So we want to hold this for a couple of seconds. You can have your gymnast play a game. You can have all your little kiddos play a game, honestly. Who can hold it the longest on one foot? And you can come by and make sure their toe is all the way pointed. You want it heel falling forward, never heel falling backwards like this. So point that toe all the way. Knee up high, belly's in, chin's up, all that stuff. So we can see who can hold it the longest. Those are a couple of fun games you can do with your kiddos. After that, you can switch to the other side. So do the same thing, just the other side. Releve, coupe, passe. Also another fun one we can do for a little bit more advanced children is arms out to the side and we can hold a kick. So our straightest leg, strongest point through the toe, let's see it. So arms out, point that foot. Try not to lean back. Perfect. So we can work on this at home too, is holding that kick position. Perfect, Caroline. So if you do have a beam, you can always do all of these walks down the beam, or you can make that tape line on the floor. Totally up to you guys. So that's just a few fun things that we can do at home with minimal equipment. Hope you guys enjoyed.